What is up? Okay, I want to bring a perspective here that tells me that Bitcoin has just topped out on this respective move. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and show you all that obviously, right? Pretty freaking clear here that is an obvious point of rejection, considering that's our top. Anybody with basic technical analysis can tell you that, but I'm trying to bring a new perspective here that shows a huge imbalance in the charts, right? A huge imbalance in the charts. So what's going on is like these right here show vector candles, which are basically unfinished auctions. These are imbalances in the charts, and the charts like to the market makers, the market itself, and the nature of its movements love to have complete finished auctions where both buyers and sellers are satisfied in the long term. Okay, in the long term. So there's a huge imbalance here on the daily, but I just noticed, we were moving right up on the open, and yeah, here goes getting snapped the fuck back down. I love it. Yep. That's it. That's for sure it. I'm going to get this posted because I knew it here. I was like, oh, snap. And it just floated through the New York session and then pulled down. In fact, I need to go liquidate some stuff right quick. All right. To me, it's pretty freaking clear. I don't know. We haven't got across to the moving averages, which would make me feel a lot better about this. However, this price action screams at me to where we hit this 25K mark. Everyone went crazy. They're like, oh my God, we just hit 25K. This is the first high in 6 months. And I remember when we topped out back here in November, and people were just freaking out like, oh my God, all-time highs. Here comes 100K, blah, 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 blah. And it's like we could not close above. We could really not close above here. We were dancing with it, holding with it, and we just didn't really show any signs of strength, any kind of like yippity doodah. We got right here, we got a stopping volume candle right after a vector candle, and then a daily vector candle to the bottom, which is where huge transactions were taking place. Not necessarily huge volume, but usually huge volume, but major transactions. And that is what these brighter colored candles represent. So come all the way back here and I look at this and I'm like, this has been a beautiful rally, and we might see some altcoins go nuts if Bitcoin chops sideways or has a gentle pullback. But to me, again, here we go. We got the up vector candle, then we got the stopping volume, other vector candle. Now look at the bottom. That is more volume, but less volume than what brought us here. So we have this declining volume that's, basically declining volume that started this move. And right here, we have a rise in volume to say, hey, nope, that's it. That's probably it. Because again, look at the macroeconomic conditions. The Fed is fighting the Treasury. The Treasury wants the dollar, to come down and more liquidity in their bond market, and then the Fed is basically trying to get the dollar to be stronger, and so they're fighting each other. And that's pretty obvious in the DXY. You can see that there was that essentially this run up here right around here in October, right, and through December, Janet Yellen was like, we are taking measures to strengthen the bond market and the Treasury market, and enhance was, I believe, one of the titles. And that, to me, Yellen taking steps to enhance Treasury market, boost funds resilience. Okay. And that's in October 24th, 2022. Go back to the charts. Whoops. I don't know what I just did there. And you got September and October, and boom, what is the dollar doing? It's topping out, and then it starts to come down. So it's like the Fed's winning here, and then the Treasury's winning here, and ultimately the Treasury has the upper hand because it's the government, and the government's not going to default on their debt as long as the Fed can print money for them. Boom. All right, going back to Bitcoin because again, yep, it's done. All right, I got to get this video posted because nobody else is going to believe this until I get it dizzy done, bruh. Okay, so again, back on. I love the 15-minute time frame, man. The clues are in the charts here, and I'm seeing it. And this is boom, power up. This is the FTD, the dealer. This is the stop hunt, and then move to the downside. I love it. We're gonna retrace a lot of this movement. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to call the pullback or where support is. I honestly think that we at some point need to come back down here. And we need to reclaim all of this liquidity. The vector candles got moved down. Yeah. All right. So you see the liquidity on a 4-hour. You see it on a 12-hour. You see it on a daily. There's less liquidity to be had up here. There's far more liquidity to be had down here. And that's what I think we're going to do is we're going to pull back down. Now, again, on the 12-hour, we're hitting the 800. So let me make my motherfucking case, okay? Let me make my motherfucking case. I'm going to go right back to my Fibo chart. BTC USD because it's clean. All right, it's clean. And we're going to look at the CPR print. We'll see if there's anything special there. So on the 12-hour, boom, we got a basic rejection off the 800 EMA. We're also getting rejected off of our pivot point right here in the center. What else do we got here? So that's boom, boom, boom. And again, this candle action of just like, bam, straight up and then straight back down, especially on the daily. It just is ugly, man. It's an ugly topping formation, level 3 rise. All right, so let's call this the W formation down here. Level 1, level 2, level 3. All right, maybe we get an M formation, but I think we just got our FTD and now we're coming back down for some level 3 action to the downside. All right. So if you can stick with all of my nonsense and like look at all this chart action, you will see that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I play it. I'm not somebody that just rides on technical analysis. I trade for a living. Okay. If this does hold, maybe we'll get a trail back up like we saw here before a rejection. Now, again, these are my Fibonacci lines. These were drawn way, way back. And I just wanted to zoom in to show that we topped out here on this line. We're coming back up to retest this. We topped out here. We're retesting it. We're getting rejected. Then we have this crossing point, likely to get another rejection. We'll see if there's any alignment here. Okay. So the line that's in parallel with this red line is here. And it did denote a top, some support, some topping, coming through right through the middle of this price action and then a rally push off before the FTX crash. And then again, slicing through here. And it's like, now that I look at it on a super small time frame, I'm not as stoked about it as I am about these supports, resistance, supports, almost support. And so even the Fibonacci line I can make a case on. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm making plays on it. We'll see what you guys are up to. My last call like this was like sell your ETH now, and everything went to hell. I didn't predict FTX, but that's exactly what happened. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're going to float around here. It's not going to be such a sharp move because people might be looking for it. There might be more imbalances in the chart they want to satisfy, i.e. the market makers, before they move price one way or the other. All right, that's it, y'all. That's Conscious Crypto. Sometimes I just blurb these out, and that's why you like, subscribe. So I give you some calls that are worth noting. Cheerio.